Have you ever stood in front of the mirror, looked down at your feet, and suddenly realized they're not quite the same anymore? When you were younger, every step was filled with confidence. Those little heels clicking with purpose, your stride quick, your energy bold. It felt like the whole world opened up just for you. But now, sometimes all you want is a pair of soft, comfy slippers, because your heels ache, your knees protest, and somewhere deep inside you wonder, am I still beautiful? Does anyone even notice me anymore? Turning 50 or 60 isn't just a number. It's that moment when you start to feel every subtle change. Your body slows down, your skin tells stories, and even your posture carries the quiet weight of time. And strangely, even with a full life, a stable career, grown children, a peaceful home, there's still that small, unspoken ache inside. I just want to feel like myself again. I understand that feeling. I've seen it in the eyes of so many women who have stepped into my studio, women who don't want to look younger. They just want to be seen again, as elegant, vibrant, and alive. And sometimes, that journey back to elegance begins with something as simple as the right pair of shoes. Today, I want to walk with you through 7 types of shoes that quietly steal away your confidence and grace. And more importantly, how to choose the ones that make you look stunning, feel comfortable, and love yourself a little more every single day. If you believe, like I do, that life after 50 can still be bold, radiant, and full of confidence, hit that subscribe button for Bold After 50. This is where we learn to dress well, live joyfully, and keep walking forward with grace and pride. And if you saw even a glimpse of yourself in these words, tap that like button so I know you're here, ready to shine again. Now, let's dive right into today's topic. The traitors in your closet, 3 types of shoes that quietly bring your style down. Would you believe that some shoes don't have to be torn or ugly to make you look tired, shorter, and a few years older in seconds? They're sitting right there in your closet, and chances are you're wearing them every day. Why? Because of one innocent reason. They're comfortable. I'm used to them. But today, let's talk about the truth behind that comfort. Because some shoes, the ones we trust the most, are quietly stealing your posture, your energy, and your presence. Here are the 3 silent traitors every woman over 50 should look out for. 1. Old sneakers when familiar becomes a trap. I meet so many women who have been wearing the same pair of sneakers for years. They always say, "Oh, these are my favorite. They're broken in perfectly." But here's the thing, if they are too broken in, they're probably broken down. Lay them on a table and look closely. Are the heels uneven? Is the sole worn flat? Is the upper soft and shapeless? All those little signs are proof that your shoes have stopped supporting you and started dragging your posture down. Old, flat sneakers make your steps heavy and your body tilt slightly forward. Your shoulders slump, your stride loses rhythm. And suddenly, even your outfit loses its spark. People won't think you look old, they'll just think you look tired. The good news, the fix is simple. Modern sneakers for mature women are sleek, light, and elegant. Choose soft leather or knit fabric that hugs your foot but keeps its shape. Go for light tones, cream, beige, or blush. They instantly brighten your outfit and lift your mood. One of my clients once told me after swapping her old sneakers for a new pair, "I thought it was just new shoes, but when I looked in the mirror, I actually looked younger." Sometimes, confidence really is just one step away. 2. Heavy platform shoes, the hidden cost of extra height. I see this all the time, women saying, "These shoes are so comfy and they give me height." Yes, they do, but they also throw off your balance. Thick, heavy soles force your body to lean backward to stay upright. That puts extra pressure on your knees and stiffens your movement. If you've ever felt that your walk looks stiff, or that your back arches slightly when you wear heels, this might be why. Heavy shoes don't just weigh you down physically, they steal the natural grace that makes a woman's walk beautiful. At this age, Fashion shouldn't just be about looking good, it should move with you, not against you. A great pair of shoes should make you glide, not stomp. So, what should you wear instead? Try lightweight block heels or low wedges made from soft materials like cork or rubber. They add just enough lift, around 1 to 1, 5 inches, to lengthen your legs without hurting your back. Paired with midi skirts or wide-leg trousers, you'll look taller, more elegant, and completely at ease. I always tell my clients, elegance isn't in how high your heels are. It's in how your steps carry rhythm, not the thud of a heavy sole. Switching from thick platforms to a lighter block heel can change the way you move. You'll feel more stable, graceful, and confident from the very first step. 3. Pointy toe heels power from the past, pressure in the present. There was a time when pointy toe heels were the ultimate power symbol. They meant confidence, authority, and control. But at 50 or 60, those same shoes can feel like a reminder of who you used to be, not who you are now. It's not that they're out of style, it's that you've changed. Your feet need more room, more kindness. Pointy shoes squeeze your toes, tighten your stride, and make your whole posture stiff. They make your legs look tense, your walk forced, the opposite of graceful. A beautiful woman at 50 doesn't need to prove she's strong, her calmness already says it all. Her beauty is in the ease of her steps, the softness in her stance. That's why I recommend almond toe or softly rounded shoes. They're elegant, timeless, and perfectly balanced for mature feet. When your shoes stop squeezing, your whole body relaxes. Your shoulders drop, your walk opens up, and suddenly you look and feel effortlessly poised. One of my clients, a marketing executive, wore sharp, pointy heels for over 20 years. When I suggested round-toe leather pumps, she laughed and said, "I'll probably look frumpy." A week later, she called me and said, "I've never felt lighter walking into the office. Everyone told me I look refreshed, like I just came back from vacation." That's the magic of softness. It doesn't make you weaker. It makes you real, composed, and deeply confident. These 3 types of shoes, worn-out sneakers, heavy platforms, and tight, pointy heels, might still be in your closet right now. You may even be wearing them without realizing how much they're holding you back. Time doesn't dull your beauty, but outdated habits can. And when you let go of a pair of shoes that no longer serves you, you're not just cleaning your closet, you're reclaiming your confidence. In the next part, we'll talk about how to choose shoes that flatter your shape and elevate your age. The little design secrets that help you stand taller, move smoother, and embody that unmistakable bold after 50 elegance. Beauty isn't about flatness, why flat shoes aren't always safe. If high heels are the symbol of allure, then flat shoes have long been the symbol of comfort, the safe choice. But here's the surprising truth. Sometimes, that very safety quietly steals away the confidence and elegance you once had. I've met so many women in their 50s who switched to flats thinking, "I'm done with heels, I just want comfort now." But instead of feeling relaxed, they started feeling tired, sluggish, and somehow less themselves. One of my clients, 56, a retired teacher, told me, "I gave up all my heels. Now I only wear flats. But lately my back aches, my belly sticks out, and I hardly recognize myself in the mirror." When I watched her walk, I knew immediately the problem wasn't her age. It was her shoes. 1. When safe becomes a trap for your confidence. Flat shoes aren't bad, but many women wear pairs that are too thin, too flat, with 0 arch support. That means all your body weight presses directly into your heels, forcing your muscles and spine to work harder just to stay balanced. After a few months, the signs start showing: sore backs, rounded shoulders, a slight hunch, and a softer belly. The walk becomes heavier, slower, less energetic. I once asked a client to walk past a mirror wearing ultra-flat shoes. She looked and said, half surprised, "Why do I look so tired?" And I smiled. "It's not your age, it's your shoes. A completely flat sole drains your energy, and energy is what makes you look alive and youthful. At 50 or 60, youth isn't in your skin tone or your dress size. It's in how you carry yourself, tall, grounded, and full of life. If your steps lack rhythm and vitality, even the best outfit won't shine. 2. The science of elegance, why a little lift creates pride. There's a common belief that true comfort means totally flat shoes. But the truth is, our feet, especially women's feet, weren't designed to be perfectly flat. The arch of your foot is like a built-in spring, helping you bounce lightly with every step. When your shoes are too flat, that arch collapses a little each time you walk. Your back and core muscles then tighten to compensate, and over time, you start to lean forward, your posture curves, and your belly appears rounder. That's why the best flats for women over 50 are not completely flat. Even a small lift, just half an inch to 3/4, can make all the difference. That tiny rise supports your arch, helps your body stand taller, and naturally opens your chest and shoulders. You'll notice your face looks brighter, your gaze more lifted, your walk more elegant. I often remind my clients, a small lift can create a big sense of pride in your posture. It's not just physics, it's attitude. It's about knowing yourself well enough to choose what truly supports you, body, and spirit. 3. Smart swaps, how to make flats elegant again. If you love flats, don't worry, you don't have to give them up. You just have to choose wisely. Look for styles with cushioned soles about half an inch thick and gentle arch support built in. Soft leather loafers, moccasins with padded insoles, or ballet flats with low block heels are all great choices. The key is the material, natural leather or suede molds gently to your feet, adding warmth and sophistication that flimsy canvas can't. Try loafers in soft navy, camel, or blush. Camel tones pair beautifully with midi skirts to elongate the legs, while blush flats soften jeans or culottes for a graceful, relaxed look. Neutral colors keep the focus on you, your posture, your expression, instead of dragging attention down to your feet. I still remember a 63-year-old woman who walked into my studio wearing cream suede loafers with a low heel. She wasn't tall, but she stood upright, smiled with confidence, and moved with quiet determination. I thought to myself, that's it, that's how comfort and elegance coexist. 4. A quiet philosophy behind a pair of flats. People often say that as we age, we should choose safety above all else. But when it comes to fashion and self-expression, safe shouldn't mean dull. Your shoes shouldn't just stop your feet from hurting, they should make you feel good about yourself again. Flats aren't bad. They only become bad when they make you forget how powerful and proud your stride used to feel. So don't let convenience dim the light in your posture. A bit of height, a bit of support, and a touch of refined material, that's not vanity. That's self-respect. I always tell my students, time can change your body, but the shoes you choose decide whether your walk still carries pride. When your feet are truly supported, everything else follows: your stance, your smile, your confidence. And that kind of glow, no makeup can replace it. We've just uncovered the hidden truth about flat shoes, the ones we thought were safe, but that quietly stole our posture and presence. In the next part, we'll go deeper into the art of choosing shoes that enhance your shape, your age, and your aura, where every little detail, from heel height to toe curve to color tone, can transform you from well-dressed to absolutely radiant. Because after a certain age, fashion stops being about looking younger and becomes about looking refined, effortless, and beautifully true to yourself. The difference between medical shoes and mindful shoes. There's something interesting I've noticed over years of working with clients. Once women hit their 50s, the phrase "good for my feet" starts showing up a lot, and it's always said with such gratitude. It's as if comfort shoes have become the hero, saving tired feet after decades in heels. But then, just a few months later, I often hear this quiet confession. They feel great, but somehow I look older when I wear them. And that's not really about the shoes. It's about that subtle loss of grace the moment we start choosing safety over self-awareness. 1. When shoes become an excuse to step back. Look around and you'll see them everywhere: orthopedic shoes, comfort shoes, anti-fatigue shoes. They're advertised with all the right promises. Maximum comfort, joint protection, designed for mature feet. And yes, they do what they claim. But if you look closer, you'll notice something else. Most of them have lost the language of elegance. One of my clients, Lan, 62, a retired accountant, came to my studio wearing thick rubber-soled shoes, square toes, and a heavy gray. She smiled shyly and said, "I know they are not pretty, but my heels hurt, so I have to." When she walked, her shoulders pulled back slightly, her steps were short, her posture guarded. I said gently, "You picked those shoes because you were afraid of pain, not because you wanted to go somewhere." That line made her pause, because deep down, no woman wants to look older because of her shoes. But sometimes fear, not desire, is what guides our choices. And when fear takes the lead, fashion quietly stops evolving. 2. The limits of medical comfort. Orthopedic shoes were designed for people who need medical support, those with real foot or posture conditions. They're meant to function, not to flatter. The problem is many women wear them before they truly need to. And that choice can drag the whole outfit down, making your stance heavier, your legs appear bulkier, your walk less confident. When shoes are thick and clunky, the eye is drawn downward, making your upper body seem smaller and more fragile. This effect is even stronger for women in their 50s and 60s, when our body proportions naturally shift. Heavy shoes can throw everything off balance, not just physically, but emotionally too. In a way, medical shoes slow you down not just in movement, but in mindset. Every step becomes a quiet reminder: I'm fragile, I need protection. But fashion, when chosen consciously, can do the opposite. It reminds you that you're still strong, still beautiful, still moving forward. 3. What it means to wear mindful shoes. So what are mindful shoes? They're shoes chosen not out of fear or habit, but with awareness of your body, your posture, your presence. A mindful shoe still feels comfortable and supportive, but it also helps you feel alive, beautiful, and confident in your own skin. Here's the simple formula: light, flexible soles, not thick, heavy ones. A natural fit that supports without squeezing or slipping. High-quality materials like soft leather, suede, or premium canvas. Materials that breathe, age gracefully, and feel refined. Colors that flatter mature skin tones. Taupe, ivory, or soft metallics. These tones blend seamlessly with your complexion, elongating the legs and creating an effortless flow from skin to shoe. Sometimes it's the smallest details: a neat stitch, a delicate buckle, or a lightweight wooden heel, that turn a comfort shoe into a statement of intelligence and style. To me, that's the essence of respectful fashion: respect for your feet, and respect for the woman who walks in them. 4. When health and style finally meet. Many people think fashion and health are opposites, that you can't have both. But I believe the true elegance of a woman in her 50s or 60s lies exactly in that balance. A well-fitted shoe made of breathable materials with flexible support doesn't just help you walk comfortably, it makes you want to walk more. And every step you take with ease is one step closer to a fuller, more joyful life. Walks with friends, spontaneous trips, afternoons exploring new places. Moments that remind you you're still very much part of this world. That's why I always tell my students, don't pick shoes because you're afraid of pain. Pick them because you want to go farther. It's not just about footwear. It's about how we look at aging, whether we let fear shrink us or let curiosity carry us forward. When you choose shoes because you want to live more, see more, feel more, you're not just walking comfortably. You're quietly saying no to aging in spirit. 5. The story of a top loafer. Not long ago, I designed a pair of top loafers for a client named Huang, 59, an art teacher. She told me, "I want a pair of shoes I can wear to class, to the market, to a cafe, and still feel beautiful." We chose soft leather, lightweight soles, gentle cushioning, and delicate hand stitching that looked like a painted line. When she put them on, she stood taller, her eyes brightened, and she smiled. I feel like I'm 40 again, not because the shoes made her younger, but because they made her believe she still could be beautiful, right here, right now. That's the quiet power of mindful shoes, a strength that doesn't shout, but frees. And maybe, after hearing this, you're starting to wonder, how do I find my mindful shoes, the ones that truly match my body, my energy, my lifestyle? The answer lies in understanding your proportions and your presence, because not every shoe, no matter how lovely, suits every shape. In the next part, we'll explore the art of choosing shoes for your body type and personal style, how designers use proportion, color, and detail to create the illusion of height, grace, and youthfulness, without trying too hard. Because after a certain age, fashion isn't about chasing youth. It's about mastering balance between comfort and beauty, simplicity and sophistication, confidence and ease. High heels from icon to a symphony of balance. Let's be honest, high heels are one of the greatest inventions in fashion history. Slip them on, and instantly your posture changes. Shoulders back, spine tall, stride confident. It's magic. But here's the truth no one says out loud: high heels aren't made for every chapter of life. I've met so many women in their 50s and 60s who still cling to their stilettos, afraid that shorter heels might make them look less elegant, less youthful. But in reality, what dulls their allure isn't the lack of height, it's the strain. Because when your feet are tired, your whole body tells the story, no matter how hard you try to hide it. 1. When heels become a measure of maturity. Think back to your first pair of high heels. Maybe you were 20, maybe 30, wobbling a little, but your heart racing with excitement. That wasn't just a pair of shoes. It was a declaration. I'm a woman, I'm grown, I have the right to feel beautiful. But at 50, high heels take on a different meaning. They're no longer a symbol of power or seduction, but a celebration of balance. You don't need those extra 4 inches to prove anything anymore. What you need is a pair of shoes that lift you just enough, elegant, stable, and comfortable enough to let you be fully yourself. I once told a client, high heels are a brilliant invention, just not for every moment in life. She laughed and asked, "So how do I stay stylish without the pain?" My answer was simple: shift your mindset. It's no longer about wearing heels to look younger, but to feel more confident. 2. Why you might want to skip the skinny straps and stiletto heels. Delicate strappy sandals and razor-thin stilettos once defined femininity. But as our bodies change with age, those shoes often stop serving us. First, thin ankle straps visually cut the leg, making the ankles look shorter and thicker, especially if your calves have softened a bit with time. Second, stiletto heels concentrate all your body weight on one tiny point. That demands balance and joint strength that our knees and ankles may not fully support after 50. The result? Shorter steps, uneven posture, and a body that subtly leans backward, small things that quietly take away from your natural grace. And let's be real, nothing looks less elegant than an unsteady walk. Because beauty doesn't come from how high your heels are, but from how surely you move in them. 3. Smarter high heel choices for women 50 plus. The good news: you don't have to give up heels, just choose wisely. Opt for block heels, kitten heels, or wide strap sandals. Block heels give you balance and support while still elongating your legs. Kitten heels, about 1–2 inches high, are the perfect middle ground, polished, flattering, and comfortable. Wide strap sandals gently embrace your ankles, offering coverage and proportion without cutting your leg line. Let your shoes bring back what time sometimes takes away, a lightness in your step. Look for padded insoles, rubber or leather soles to absorb impact, and sturdy heels that don't wobble. As for color, soft, luminous tones work beautifully. Nude, rose gold, champagne, ivory. They blend with your skin tone, making your legs appear longer and your overall look effortless. A 1.5-inch nude heel can make you look taller than an 8 cm black stiletto ever could. And if you love personality, add subtle details, a fine buckle, a rounded toe, a matte leather finish. These are the quiet marks of mature sophistication, refined, not loud. 4. When heels lift more than your body. At 50, allure isn't about boldness, it's about ease. When you find the right pair of shoes, everything about your stance changes. Your back straightens, shoulders open, gaze lifts. No one's counting heel height anymore. They're noticing presence. As I often say, a good pair of heels doesn't just lift you off the ground, it lifts you above comparisons. That's the beauty of midlife charm, the kind that comes from knowing yourself, knowing what matters, and knowing when to move forward. At this stage, your shoes aren't tools to be noticed. They're companions that help you walk through life gracefully, anywhere, anytime. 5. The symphony of balance between beauty and stability. In your 20s, fashion was about experimenting. In your 50s, it's about harmony, balancing beauty with comfort, style with self-awareness. And high heels, when chosen well, can conduct that perfect symphony. Picture this: a soft linen dress, a pair of champagne kitten heels, sunlight on your shoulders as you walk down a quiet afternoon street. No one can tell if you're 50 or 60. They just see a beautiful woman, not because she's trying to be, but because she's standing at the perfect height of her own confidence. That's what I call the symphony of balance, where every step is a note, and your heels are the instrument playing the melody of calm and grace. Now that we've explored the secrets behind every kind of shoe, from flats and sneakers to high heels, perhaps you've realized: choosing shoes isn't just about what you wear. It's about how you feel, how you move, and the version of yourself you choose to carry into each day. In our final part, I'll leave you with a special message, not about fashion, but about the mindset of walking. Because by the time we reach 50 or 60, beauty no longer lives in the shoes themselves. It lives in the woman who knows exactly where she's going and walks there with freedom in her soul. The 50-plus attitude walking in freedom. There's a moment I absolutely love watching when a woman tries on the pair of shoes that truly fits her. She doesn't say anything at first. She just looks down, lifts her foot slightly, takes a few slow steps. It's no longer about trying on shoes, it's about trying on herself. And then it happens, her shoulders relax, her smile softens, and I can tell she's found not just a pair of shoes, but a sense of freedom. That freedom doesn't come from the height of the heel or the brand stamped on the box. It comes from knowing yourself, knowing where comfort ends and confidence begins. At 50 or 60, women no longer chase trends because they are the trend. Every wrinkle tells a story. Every step carries a memory. And every choice whispers the same quiet declaration: I don't need to be younger. I just want to be me, graceful, confident, and at peace. Remember this: true poise isn't about wearing the most expensive pair of shoes. It's about walking lightly and still making people turn their heads. That's the magic of balance, where experience meets freshness and wisdom shines through in every movement. So if today you look down at your shoes and think, they don't feel quite like they used to, don't feel sad. Maybe it's not that the shoes have changed, maybe you have. Maybe you've outgrown them, and that's a beautiful thing. Because it means it's time for a new pair, not just to walk comfortably, but to keep walking beautifully, freely, and fully as yourself. If you believe, like I do, that women over 50 don't slow down, they simply walk with more grace, then hit subscribe to Bold After 50. Here, we don't talk about age, we talk about attitude, about the glow that comes from walking confidently in your own rhythm. And I'll be right here with you, every step of the way, cheering you on as you walk, not just in style, but in freedom.